What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? This is your girl comedian QuenaHorace. This is another episode of Laughs and Libations. We got Lil G, comedian Lil G coming. As always, I'm waiting on my co-host, comedian Armani Jones. We got an excellent show for you tonight. We really and truly want you to really get to know Lil G. Okay, we have sat here on Instagram and we have really gotten to know this man. We still getting to really know him, but so far so good. This man is hilarious. He's willing to help any and everybody that want help in their comedy career. So, like I said, I am waiting on my co-host, comedian Armani Jones. I hope he has not overslept. If he has, oh my God, I hope he hasn't. But yeah, I am waiting on him right fast. I'm gonna give him three more minutes to see if he pops up. And if he don't pop up, then we're just gonna have to just start the show without him, okay? But my weekend has been great so far. It has been 3 months since my sister has passed, so I had to kind of marinate myself in that. You know, every time the seventh roll around, that ends up hitting me. Um, I'm working on going to some open mics, trying to get myself together so I can do more shows. I just been getting a lot of stuff together so that I, as a comedian, can do what I need to do to be better as a comedian. Armani had a show in Florida. Hopefully he can come on here and tell you about it. What's up, y'all that's coming in? Um, but yeah, Armani had a show in Florida. Hopefully, like I said, when he come on, he can tell you about it. But I'm just gonna bring our guest on. Again, we got California, California native comedian Little G. What's up, Little G? What's up?
Oh, I'm finally on. What's up? I'm on the show. I done made it. I done did it now, huh?
You done did it.
This is
Oh,
awesome. Thanks for
oh,
inviting me. Thanks for having me on.
hey, Mr. Jones.
What's shaking? What's shaking?
Good.
Coffee, eggs, and bacon. What's poppin'?
What's up?
Blessings on blessings. We got my G from Lil G from the motherfucking depths of the sea back on the goddamn block. How you
You
doing,
you you
sir?
you 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 hit me. I like the way y'all brings me out, or do y'all brings me out?
We
I
brings
like
you
that.
out. We brings you on out. Sir, Shaquana, did you ask the man where he originally started from and
We
how he
just
got
started.
things going?
We just started when you popped in.
That's what I like to hear. That's what I love to hear. Hey, everybody, we getting it in with a motherfucking slam breaking brand new episode of Laugh and Motherfucking Libations here for you. We got Lil G, Shaquana Horace, and I gotta ask because I know a lot about this man. I did a lot of studying. Just smoked some weed, just got some good Cali bud. The last of it I had just to get just to go ahead and get in the right mood for this interview. So I gotta ask you, sir, where did you start off from? Where you from? Where did you get down first?
That's very interesting that you asked. I'm originally from Compton, California,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where I am with it from that point. But I started, excuse me, telling jokes in the city of Carson, which is like the neighbor city right over a street or two over is Carson.
Yeah.
And we had a club there called Bistro 880. It was a bistro and bar and grill type of situation. It was a nightclub as well. And then we had a guy named Black Casper from Atlanta had a comedy night there. And that's how I got involved with the business. I started doing Casper's Room on a Wednesday night. Yeah, I got converted over on the Wednesday night.
Converted over on a Wednesday motherfucking night. Okay. All right. And when you got up on that thing, how was the feeling? Because California comedy is something completely different from Carson to Compton to Crenshaw to Long Beach. It's completely different. How was it for you jumping up on that stage for the first time?
Your first time is like a rush of anything you try first, like a baby trying sugar for the first time. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're gonna get addicted. I was addicted, you know what I mean? But I was a promoter before I really was telling jokes. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So once I kind of understood the business, I went from janitor to manager. So a lot of people don't do that. You know what I mean? They just jump in. You know, it's two things. It's two different sides to the business. It's show and biz. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's called show biz. So a lot of y'all get caught up in the show and never understand the full, business to the whole sport of this. What we do.
Right.
Um, like I said, when I got in, it was like a candy rush. I wanted more of it. I liked it, the reaction of the people, and was it gives you electrical shocking through your body when you get a chance to understand what this game really does. You know what I mean? It's actually a sport and it's fun. It's no contact. You know what I mean? Everything is cool with this. You know what I mean? Now it's got physical. Now it's not what it's supposed to be, but it's all good.
Man, it's supposed to be like peeing, man. It's supposed to be a non-contact sport, but the game has changed. And I definitely got to ask you about the game changing. But you are in the original, like the last of it, like the last little peak of it, like the Wild and Outs, the Bad Boys of Comedy, like the last time niggas had credits. You feel what I'm saying? Can you tell the people, especially the young comedians that watch the show,
Right.
how important you feel me like Hollywood was with them credits? Like once you got that resume down, like once you did this, that, and the third, you could write your own ticket in the town.
Well, that's what anything you do. You put the work in, church. You're supposed to be rewarded for the work you put in.
Yes, sir.
Nowadays, I guess the accolades, the little credits that niggas do got, it really ain't worth nothing no more because everybody's a star within their own stars. They all your fans is fans now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Your fans is goddamn celebrities now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Nobody wants to be a fan anymore. So, when you watch television and you say, oh, I know this guy from this TV show, or I know this guy from this TV, or I know this guy from that movie, you know what I mean? It was just about you being kind of remembered in a certain way where people can say, you know what, let me go buy the tickets to this show because I did see him in that movie, he was funny. Or I did see him on that TV show, he was funny. Or I
Yeah.
did see him on that commercial, he was funny. So that just kind of gave you a perk as being a comic for people to come out and catch you a little bit more on your platforms. Before there was even a platform, it'd just be the nearest comedy club you was working for that week. But just say your TV show then aired 3 times before the show. I mean, before your show this week. So now they like, damn, I just seen old boy on TV this week. Let's go check him out live.
Yeah, let's just check him out because we already got that familiarity. Bang.
And that's how you kind of painted your ticket back in the town in the beginning. I came from the old school. Ronaldo Reyes and all them guys were still
Yes,
around.
sir.
You know what I mean? I got a good glimpse at what it was really like, to understand what comedy is really about. Like when it was dark rooms, you know what I mean? Candles lit, and smoky rooms, you know what I mean?
Yes.
No, and
They don't
no
even smoke on
internet.
stage no more. I'm probably about only one of the last comedians that still smoke on stage.
Nigga. Oh, man, look.
Look.
Yeah, that's just keeping it real. Like, I don't really see too many other comics other than myself and Eddie Griffin that still smoke on stage.
Right.
That's a fact.
And
That's a
and
fact.
they and Dave Chappelle.
Well, David Chappelle as well, because he's old school. He's cut
Yeah.
from what it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's a method to that too. If you ever think about it, every 7 minutes, it takes 7 minutes to smoke a cigarette.
Right.
So you smoke 3 cigarettes, that's 21 motherfucking minutes. So you halfway down out of 45 minutes of playing in the game.
Cheat
Right.
code.
Just
Yeah.
just a couple, just a couple of little things that the
Right.
game is like they say, the game is to be sold, not told.
And
Definitely so. Shaquana, go ahead and take where we gotta go. Go ahead.
Lil G, I want to say thank you for a joke that you helped me write. You don't even realize you helped me wrote it. It was my life alert joke. It started on your live. You said write a joke about winning a life alert and having sex in the shower. I
It
started
happened.
writing a joke on the live, Armani,
It
and then I
happened.
had a brain fart. Okay. And then once I went to Atlanta to do comedy with you and I tased myself, that's where the rest of it come from.
Bang.
Hysterical.
And when
So,
I
I
mean,
say that thing came together.
we as comics, we have to learn this.
right,
Tags is what we really live for. It's
right,
comics that can't wait to give you a tag to your joke
right,
because they might got the similar joke, something similar to it,
right.
and they just don't really know how to put their part together on top of your part. It's called Legoing.
Yeah.
All the Legos, they got a snap pack on top of
Yeah,
them.
they got to fit together. Yeah,
Exactly. So
right,
once you get with someone that has that, hey, here, tag yourself for this.
right.
And once people start tagging you, that kind of lets you know a little bit that, okay, I got a future in this. Now I ain't got to be sitting in these brain farts as long as I
Yeah.
wanted to.
Right,
I've had brain farts for like, I bullshit you not, damn near 2 years before. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
you can get to a point where you can write every day, but
Yeah,
then that don't mean that every joke make it to the paper.
there you go.
You understand what I'm saying? And then how do you know if it's a joke?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
What's up, Miss Johnson? How do I know a joke? Me personally, if I use it about 5 times and it worked, I just put it in the vault.
Mm.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? Like if I use it like 5 times at 5 different clubs and it worked, I put it in the vault. I know it's a joke.
It's
right,
all reliable now. It's one of the
Right.
tools.
Now
Yeah.
it's open. It's to the public.
but I used the hell out that joke. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Oh yeah, that thing working. That thing working and
It
moving.
worked. I even
That
put
thing
my
working.
sister in the middle of it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But you know what? You gotta remember this. The jokes start with you first as the confidence.
Yeah.
Right,
You know, the audience see your confidence. They don't see you confident. They don't see that you really believe in what you up here shooting this shit about. They gonna eat that. They gonna eat your soul out
Like a
through
pack of
the
wolves.
water. You gonna okay? This is not going well tonight. Thank y'all.
right. That, ooh, that's the
Let me time to hit that old dusty trail.
man. Look,
Man, what you say? Old dusty trail.
Yeah, on dusty trail.
busted.
But
The
when
best,
I
the best of them, the best of them, bro, the best of
yeah,
them. They bomb. The best of us. I think that's what it's all about. The bombing. Like, I,
Right,
I, I can remember not being funny for like a year or two when I first started. Not my funny now that I see funny, but
right.
mhm.
I was supportive funny. Like, they'll come support your grandma and them. Like, that's my
My
grandbaby.
baby
His
he gonna
birthday.
do it.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's not the funny that we know of now. It's
Right.
more of a knock knock. Who's
Yeah, who
there?
that?
Yeah.
Me? You know what I'm saying?
Me who? Dude.
They like me who, motherfucker. You know what I
God damn
mean?
There
it.
you go.
So,
Yeah.
this is an art and you gotta play with it. You gotta love it. It's like
Right.
boxing to me. I really treat it. I don't play boxing.
Right.
So I don't play comedy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's how
You
I
got
look
to
at it
love
like
it or
that.
not.
I can't play boxing, so I don't play comedy. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
There
And
you
you come around the West Coast, y'all. I tell everybody about me. When I first moved to the West Coast, I moved to Seattle. And when I
Okay.
moved to Seattle, I just learned so much of y'all isms, so much of the game that y'all put down. Y'all really too fast, and y'all really too slow. Y'all like right in the middle of the matrix when
Well,
it
you know,
comes
it's
right.
funny
down
because
to it.
we invented the Matrix.
Come on, talk about it, bro.
A lot of
Talk
people
about
don't
it.
really understand that everything that you see here on the West Coast in this business, it was kind of created by West Coast because we had like no outlets. Like New York, mecca of comedy.
Yeah.
Atlanta became the mecca of comedy. Chicago became the mecca of comedy, and eventually that those guys moved to LA. And when they moved to LA, the swing of things in LA and Hollywood on the West Coast is a little bit different from down south. It's a little bit different from up north. You know what I'm saying? Because up north is kind of, we like concrete jungle here, really, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is a concrete jungle, so it's more like, yeah, we're a little bit more faster, we're a little bit more on timing, but the same stages that we practice on is the same stages that make us.
Right.
That's
So
true.
you not being funny here in Hollywood will probably hurt you for another 5 or 6 years. Motherfucker not really want to come back and look at you, or like, he was all right.
Mm-hmm. You
Because
can't
you
be
probably was on
sometimes.
an off
It's
night.
too many.
You
It's
can't
too many
afford
niggas
not
that's
to
up
be
there.
at your best. You cannot afford to be at your best. It's like going to the Apollo every night and you got niggas there ready to boot.
And that's what I'm saying. Y'all niggas like it's too fast. Like y'all niggas like, yo, man, I needed the first 10 seconds. Get up out of here.
No, man, we ain't too fast, nigga. You just gotta pull up your pants and speed it up a little bit. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what it
That's
is.
all.
That's exactly what it is.
It's like me coming to it's like me coming down south. I'm like, these niggas down here slow. Nigga, you think they slow? They'll smash the gas on your ass. You know
First
what I
30
mean?
seconds.
First
So
30 seconds.
it's not where you from, it's where you at, bro. So you just gotta remember to this is something that I can remember an old man telling me, and he was like, you have to be able to adapt in every arena.
Right. That's
There's
true.
places where I thought I would never adapt, or these people are not gonna get my jokes, or they're not gonna feel me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's laughter. It's not a black thing. It's not a white thing, bro. It's laughter. Everybody got a belly button they can laugh, homie.
There you go.
And it's about you bringing it out of them. It's not. It's not about the audience is fucked up. No, nigga, it's you. It's not the audience.
Exactly.
Believe that. It's always you. It's never the audience.
Yeah.
They're just an audience, and you are the conductor of the ship.
Yeah, you're the puppet master.
I'm trying to tell you. You know, if you ever go to a musical and you see the dude that has a little stick right there,
Yeah. This
the band director.
there
Yeah.
you go. That's you.
To me
That's
and you, there it is. To me and you, he's pointless. Like, what the fuck is he sitting here for? Get out of the way. I'm trying to see the singer.
Mm-hmm.
right. But
But
he's conducting
let
your
her
band.
fly something coming that bitch, and he gets us waving that bitch all wrong. You
Oh,
go
nigga,
hear
here's a
the
whole other
music.
song.
Let her fly or be or something coming that bitch. He get to waving that bitch all type of ways and sound how that orchestra sound now.
There you
Right.
go. It
So you
gonna it
have
gonna
to
go
be
for that.
able to conduct your audience. Like that's just something that I've learned over 20 years in the business.
Mm.
You know, you got
Okay.
to be up there with your own sheet, your own stick, and stay on point. And timing is everything too, as well.
Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have a
So
question. Okay, like
I'm
let's say
finna.
you have to get on stage and you have to do 10 minutes. And you cannot go over that 10 minutes. Can you give somebody like me a cheat code to help us know when we have come upon that 10 minutes without going
When you
over?
see the light, get your ass off, wrap it up.
That's it. That's pretty much it.
Get your ass off and wrap it
That's
up.
it.
The
That's
light
all.
is there for a reason. It's not
Okay.
decoration. The people don't even know the light is there.
Right,
Yeah.
You supposed to know where that light at. When the first
right,
thing you do before you hit the stage, you need to know where the light at to get your
right,
ass off. Fuck getting
right,
up there. You need to know how to get the fuck off.
right,
Because it's
The
about six
dismount.
niggas in the back, like, oh, she going over her time for real?
right. You
One,
got
2 minutes over your time is a lifetime to a nigga in the back that been wanting to get up all week long.
that's true. That's
How would
true.
you like if a nigga said, oh, I didn't see the light, but now you down to 7 minutes out of your 10?
Shit, damn, down there to 5 out of your motherfucking.
There you go. Yeah.
Nigga,
You
we gonna
feel me?
get you an air conditioner for Christmas, nigga. You over there.
First off, nigga, I told you I've been Florida, boy. This is for real. I had to cut off the air conditioning so y'all can't hear that bitch in the background going
That swamp cooler you niggas got over there. You got a swamp cooler.
swamp cool. Nigga.
Nigga hear alligators yarn in the backyard.
Well, let me tell
But
you,
yeah, but honestly
I
though,
have learned to respect that
no,
light.
the
Ooh,
light, the light, the light is what is. It can either be your best friend or your worst friend.
Yep.
right.
Like me personally, I always seen the light. I didn't give a fuck if I was in the middle of a joke. Okay, that's my time. Let me get the fuck up out of here.
What?
Get
I don't give a
fresh
fuck
the
if
fuck
I'm
up
in
out
the
of there.
middle of a joke and I see that light come on. I got 2 minutes to wrap it up after the light.
Right.
But before I get into myself and the audience and thinking that I'm bigger than that light, see, you're never bigger than that light.
Right.
The light is what control everything with us.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
And then if there was no light,
Mm-hmm.
you know that you've got this joke 3 minutes, this joke is 3 minutes, and this joke is 3 minutes. That's 9. Get your ass off in 1 minute.
Alright.
There's no excuses to not being a professional comedian by the book and doing the right thing. There's no excuses.
I got you.
This is
I
the
learned
only
that lesson.
business that has no criteria, but it will make you have some type of understanding.
Yep.
I learned that lesson last year.
You can be the funniest motherfucker in the world, but if you go over that light, don't nobody want to work with your ass.
That part.
Understandable. And she got that lesson, like I said, we was last year.
Nigga, the audience gonna turn around and say, "Hey, you gotta come down. The light is on, nigga."
Nigga, that's basically what we did to her.
Ooh, I
Now she
learned that
thinks the
lesson.
shit funny. She thinks it's so funny because it is funny because you didn't understand how
Man,
you felt it when you came off stage. How everybody looked at your ass like
man, I
you
can
can
laugh
feel.
at it now,
It's
but I
like
couldn't
like
laugh
you
at
just
it
stole
then.
somebody's baby in that motherfucker.
Like,
Oh,
goddamn, for real, cuz? You gonna do this to us?
Yeah, she did it. You know her ass did it.
She did it. And but I was a proud father, just letting her see her bump her head for the first time.
and I
You
bumped
know?
that mug. I had a concussion. You hear me?
It's all right.
See, you have to go through some things to understand things.
And I
I'm
went
not
through
saying I
that.
was a perfect comedian. I didn't went over the light. I didn't did all that shit.
Mm.
I understand, but I bet you it was a while before I got back up on that stage to run another light.
What you talking about?
I bet you. I
Mhm.
bet you learned how to parallel park before you ran another light.
Come on now. That part.
You know what?
You,
Something wrong
all
with
you
you.
want me to do is keep it real, and I gotta keep it real with you.
You right. I learned that
Cause let me
lesson.
tell you something. I lie for a living. Me lying to you don't pay me tonight, okay?
That's true.
I wish I could live up there because as soon as I come down, I gotta worry about my bills. I gotta worry about this. I gotta worry about. I wish I could live on stage. That's my
Man.
comfortability in the world. But when I come down, I got to worry about everything. My son, this, that, my mother. You know what I'm saying? I got to worry
Everything.
about. I don't have a worry in the world when I'm on that microphone.
Hey
Right.
man, that's look,
And that's the way you should
home,
love it and treat it as well.
home sweet home.
Well,
Goddamn
I'm
it.
just telling you if you ask me. So I don't know. The way you like your girlfriend is the same way you might like your meat, nigga. You know, cooked hard, maybe medium rare. Don't be like no Kardashian nigga be over there eating medium rare chicken and shit.
First off, nigga,
That's
that's
just nasty.
that ain't even real chicken.
That's
I
not.
don't even think that's chicken. That
Mm,
might be tofurkey.
She over there eating medium rare chicken and shit.
Ain't no seasoning. But let me
none.
go ahead and ask you about this on the promoter side of the game because the West Coast has some of the biggest kickbacks, some of the biggest functions that we'll never know about, that we'll never see, never because y'all niggas ain't had no cameras around back then. Can you talk about some of the biggest parties that you promoted for back in the day?
Oh, that's easy, man. You got to think the Death Row era was sweet. You know what I
Talk
mean?
about it.
That's what I'm saying. You got to think, man. Working with big Snoop Dogs and come on, man, the LBC crews and the Compton Most Wanted rap groups was pretty much the biggest thing. You know, Lil Easy E, getting the chance to work with the Compton Cowboys, like just having my foot in a whole lot of things, man. We got a big promoter out here now, Bobby D, Snoop's Uncle Jam Army, uh, Big A Team
Shout out to Big
Management.
A, shout out to RMM. You hear
Come
me?
on,
Yes,
you know
sir.
Percy, all of them guys, man. Working with them over the years, man.
Big P.
That's but I really got my game. A lot of niggas don't know the game that I had got was I got pulled by the coattail one night, and I'm gonna shout out to Cat Williams for this one. He said, "Lil G, um, you got a lot of hustle, and I like what everything you do, but I want to talk to you." And he talked to me, and with the game he gave me,
Mm,
I don't mind giving it to someone else because he wouldn't have gave it to me if he didn't want me to share it.
right. That's
When
true.
we worked with Cat Williams, he was the only comedian I knew that Live Nation gave him 90% and they got 10%. Not to
Wow.
put the man business out there, not to put the man business out there, but you see anybody on these all big old tours and all these tours, they not getting 90%.
They barely what? They
Them barely
barely
getting
get to
50.
Listen,
60.
listen. When I
They
work with this
barely get
man,
to
when
60.
I tell you from stage, we did our own stage, we did our own radio promotion, we did everything. Live Nation couldn't do nothing but tap their name onto it because Cat did everything. We had our own road, we transpo, he did everything, bro. Convoy. There's nothing that he didn't do from my nigga from generate. Nigga, we have generators on Winnebagos, nigga. We changing our own oil. We booking our own. I'm telling you, dog, that's how you got to be in this business. You got to be 100% to yourself and willing to give 10% away.
Wow.
If not,
That's it.
you're only going to be taking 10% home, and they're going to be taking the 80 to the 90 after taxes.
After taxes, man, that just blew my head open right there. That just blew my head wide open.
Why do
Ooh.
you see Cat? You never see Cat promote any. You don't never see every now and then to coming on tour live, and then the dates are already set. The arena's already sold out. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
already
He done
sold
already
out.
did it himself.
True. That's so true. God,
Wow. Wow.
90%.
He's the
Ooh.
reason why. He's the reason why the Country Waynes and everybody else now can get the 90%.
Yeah.
He's the
I,
reason.
That's true.
well,
He's the
you
reason.
know,
He started the real negotiations for us as comics. Comics was getting what they can get. Get what
exactly.
they can take. He went in with a strategy and a real solid situation because all the rooms he ever had that I did as a kid coming up,
Mm.
he did 100% his own promotion, did his own everything, and that's how I learned to be independent. When I went up to the Bay too, as well, I learned a lot of independent game from up there. You know, Richie Rich, Missy, man, all of the wise guys, man, you name it. Too Short. Uh, Damn, man, there's so many of them niggas so independent up there, you know, and they was doing it on a music level. So when I was like, shit, trying to get out of all the MTV deals and doing all them other deals I had, once I became like an independent for myself, I'm like, oh shit, I never signed with another major.
Ever, bro. And
Ever.
when I look at you say that 90 out of arena shows.
Do you
We
know what
talking
2.1 something is at the gate? I'm talking about pimping, pimping, pimping. Oh, nigga, this nigga, his gates wasn't doing no less than 1 point, 2 point something, nigga.
Ooh. Jesus Christ.
that's
90.
scary. That's a lot of bread to take home. And when I hear about the legends of niggas taking just bulks of fucking military bags of
Right.
bread, you feel what I'm
Bro,
saying?
bro,
That's
believe
what
me,
I was
bro.
hearing.
Believe me, bro. We got some real geniuses in this business, bro. You might look at us because they're dummies. Nah, majority of the comics, man. If
They're
you do it
smart.
right, if you do it right, and you're a real humble person of your business, there's nowhere in the world that we shouldn't rock 6 figures a year.
That is a fact.
It's true.
That's on the independent level.
Right. Wow.
That is a fact.
I'm saying,
Shaquana,
like,
tell them
it's
where we
because
gotta
but
go.
work is hard and slim now, though. You don't get much as work as you used to because due to the internet.
Yeah,
Like, I just don't want to be a sucks ass headliner. I'd rather be a strong feature. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
facts.
So, what do you say about comedians that don't believe in promoting themselves? Like they expect for somebody to do it for them, do all the promoting and selling all the tickets for them, but they feel like they don't have to put themselves out there to let people know that they're coming to their town. What do you say to those comedians?
Well, I'll give it that honest answer. I can say people will always be very.
Right.
Mm,
You can't make nobody promote themselves. If you're not gonna tell somebody who you are and you gonna come, I don't care if I had Eddie Murphy at a show and I don't tell nobody, ain't nobody gonna be there.
that's a
Right.
fact.
True. Dang.
So how do you expect? All right, it was once said, I rather I'd rather not sell out until I sell out. I
Mm,
don't want to sell out until I sell out.
There you go.
What's the purpose of me selling out and I can't sell out?
There you go.
that's real.
That's true.
Now, if I sold out and then I still sell out, I'm winning.
Ego.
But if I sell out and don't sell out, I'm losing, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So what you rather be, promoting yourself or
Hmm.
non-promoting the motherfucker and ain't nobody hiring you because you don't want to tell nobody that you're coming to town?
That part.
That's the
That part.
worst shit I ever want to hear out of comics mouth, that I don't promote myself. Well,
Woo.
there's gonna be five people there.
I hear that every day, G. I hear that every day. And
What's the best
this the shit.
investment?
This the
What's the best investment you ever put into?
me.
Me.
That's it, bro. That's it. Okay. From that point, if you ain't sold no TVs in your house, if you ain't sold your couches, and you ain't sold none of that shit to get your merchandise, you ain't for real. You might as well get rid of everything in your house and invest in it the other way in you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. 'Cause, I mean, it makes me itch when I hear comedians say, "Well, it ain't up to me to promote myself." You say
Well,
what?
sometimes, it's not really up to them to promote themselves. They should be up to promote themselves.
Come on,
That
man.
that part.
Name one rapper that you didn't see back in the day. Yo, get my CD. Yo, hit my CD. You know what I'm saying? My CD. You know what I'm saying? Drop 10 on that CD. They was promoting themselves.
They was promoting themselves and they believed in it.
Hey,
But some
G.
comedians,
If I told a comedian, hey, I'm gonna give you your flat fee, and I'm gonna give you 20 tickets to go ahead and sell at whatever price that you want to, and that's money in your pocket. I don't want none of it. What would your logical answer be? Logically, as a comedian that want more money than I just gave.
Well, let's go to the radio station with my 20 tickets, and I'll show you what I do.
that
Hello.
part, that part.
You know what answer? You know what the normal answer I get? Oh
What?
no, man, I don't be selling no tickets, bro. I don't even care if I get the money back, man. I don't feel like I want to do that, man.
Well, some people are in their career and in the mode where they don't have to promote, or they're not to do this. Some people ain't gonna just do what you think they're gonna do, brother.
That's true.
I see it.
If you ask old Snoop Dogg, you say on his album, he say some of us just have a light vacation in our thinking.
Mm.
You know,
Wow.
we gonna say what we gonna do, but then after that, niggas have a light vacation in their mind. Like, they're
That's
not really
true.
going forward with what they want to promote. I know that before I got in this business, it wasn't no such thing, it was maybe MySpace and all that shit back then. That came later, but at the
Yeah.
same time, once you can go with interaction one on one with your fans, that's kind of like the best thing that ever happened for us. Because
Yeah.
now people can actually personally say, "Yo, I got an invite from him personally."
Right.
So now it's kind of more up and close and personal with your fans. You can be able to say, "Yo, they're not even your fans no more. They became personal friends."
Supporters. There you go.
Yeah.
How somebody gonna
Now
support you and they don't know where you at? How you not gonna promote yourself? Come on, man. Think
I
Yeah.
outside.
seen it. I seen it. G, the
We
shit
seen
is like, niggas be like, yo, man, I'm coming to your town. I'm like, nigga, who? Ain't nobody know this shit.
it's crazy. I seen it. I'm like, wait, what?
It's sad
This is
shit.
sad. It's sad. But
But
hey,
I'm gonna tell you the truth. When it came down to it, I learned my promotional skills from the West Coast. Y'all are, the hustle is real. Like y'all niggas will go door to door and let a nigga know about a function. Like, nah, nigga, we finna be here. This the date. Niggas go and show up, be there. This, that, and the third. Pop, pop, pop.
I
Dress
don't
code
really
is
think
this.
you're gonna knock on a nigga door to door in Los Angeles telling him
Well,
to invite you to a
not
party.
literally,
not
Oh
not
yeah.
literally.
literally, not literally, not like
Nigga gonna come out
Jehovah.
like Men's Society on your ass. What time is it? I don't get up to 2 o'clock around here. Nigga on Chauncey your ass. I don't get up to 2 o'clock around here. Fuck you
But
doing
y'all
at
niggas
2 o'clock
be
though.
y'all be at the swap beats, y'all be at the grocery stores, y'all be. It's like the hustle is real. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like to put yourself
All
in
right, let me
position.
ask both of you something.
Uh-huh.
Where's your fans?
Instagram, social media.
Okay, so why don't you hang out there and promote yourself there? Wherever your fans you feel they are. If your fans are at the barber shop, you should go over there and promote there.
Right.
If your fans, like some of these old comedians I know that's been doing this shit for 30, 40 years, their fans are at the mortuary. Their fans are at the convalescent homes. And some
They
of
are
them
there.
go to the convalescent homes. Okay, so you have to go where the people know you and love you.
Right. That's true.
You got to go where you want it.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? You forcing yourself on a position is not really. You ever seen motherfuckers say, "Oh, here this nigga come," and then you got that nigga to pull up. They be like, "Oh shit, that nigga Mitch here. What's up, yo?"
There you go.
Now you got to make a firm decision on which one you want to be.
The one that wants
Because
you
we
there,
in
the
the
one that
business, you
don't.
got to remember this. We are in the business that you want to be remembered. They're gonna remember the motherfucker they boo, and they're gonna remember the nigga they said ooh. With them odds, I couldn't lose coming from the streets. I was like, damn, either they gonna boo me and remember me, or they gonna have hella fun with me and remember me. Oh yeah, this is the business for me.
Okay, right. That's true. That's true.
So, what would you say is one of the top niggas in the game that helped you on your mentorship coming out there in Cap?
Like I said, Cat Williams, Mike Epps, Michael Collier, Stronchos, a lot of female comedians. Come on, man, Cookie Halls,
Cookie,
Leslie's, just so many people, dog. My list is priceless of saying who have been helped. I took a little bit of wisdom from everyone. Anybody that was willing to talk to me and give me advice. You know, I know a lot of guys that's resting in peace that's no longer with us. I took a lot of their Patrice, a lot of guys, man, that I knew, you know, from New York, a lot of guys I met coming in passing, Chicago. I just took a lot of advice. I took a lot of advice, and I wasn't scared to use their advice. I seen the bad in people. I seen the good in people. I seen just a mistake to myself, and I seen how people just stuck to themselves.
yeah.
You know, it's just some people. You're not guaranteed to have friends, man. We just all associates, bro. We just work together, colleagues, man. Everybody ain't going over everybody's house, sitting at everybody's dinner table eating shit, bro.
Here's a fact.
You know what I mean? So you have to get with the people that you like to choose, and the ones that fit better for you to be in, you know, your circle where you feel comfortable with.
That's true. Because everybody can't go with you.
Because you got to remember this, you know, if a motherfucker was, that's why I don't judge people, because if he was a thief before he came in the game, he might steal when he get in the game. You know what I mean? If a motherfucker was a robber before he got in the game, he might come in the game robbing. So you don't know where people actual backgrounds come from. All you know him as a comedian, but you don't know this nigga might have robbed 9 banks before he got to the club tonight. You don't know what niggas do, man.
That's actual fact.
True.
Like I said, people will always be varied, bro.
There you go. That's true. So, out of all the venues that you've been to, what's your favorite 3 clubs to go to perform today?
Generally, I'm always gonna stay in love with the improvs because they did give me the biggest shot, and they had more of you know, they had more clubs across the nation. So I would always give the improv as my home school team. I always love Hollywood as one of the best places to work because you never know who's going to come to your shows. Um, East Coast wise, I've never been to New York City. I've been around the United States maybe 7 times, 8 times, but I never stopped in New York City. I like Atlanta because they very supportive. Anything down south, they very supportive. Augusta, Macon, anything in Georgia, they're real supportive. Columbus, they're just a supportive town. Atlanta is very supportive. But me personally, Sacramento, Colorado is one of my biggest states that I really love.
Colorado, Denver.
Denver is like the Rabobank Arena here. There's a lot of places I perform, big stadiums, big arenas. And I like the small little clubs too, man. I like the small, intimate where I first started, the J spots and the comedy unions. And I don't know. I'm just in love with the mic and the stage. So I don't give a fuck where it is, really.
Have you ever did Zanies?
Yeah, Zanies is cool. I love Zanies in Chicago. Riddles, I did all that shit, man. I've been doing that shit since I was a kid.
Man, look, bro. I've been hearing about the crazy ass motherfucking stories that was happening in Zanies and Riddles and shit like that. And I really wish there was cameras around back then, because I heard that those was the shows. Like if niggas would have recorded those shows, and if it was on Netflix.
But see, that's what's so tight knitted in our community. You have to be there to know it, kid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That wasn't your era. So you could hear all the stories, but that probably wouldn't do doodly squat for you in your world.
Man, I'm kind of I don't know, I'm kind of a historian when it comes down to that shit. I be wanting to know.
I don't see the way I look at it now, comics, the way they breeding us now. Some of y'all couldn't have made it back in that era because the comedy was a little more brutal. It was more honestly brutal. It's like watching Vikings, bro. You know how you watch those Viking movies and they just cut them over
Game
the
of
leg
Thrones.
off, and that's brutal, bro. That's how comedy clubs was back then. Like you had to be really one of
Had to be
those
careful.
Troy type motherfuckers, man.
Yeah. Game of Thrones. And
It
this
was
is the
like,
thing.
yeah, exactly. It was like watching Vikings fight.
And this is the thing. I went out there. This is the first time I went out to California. I did 5 rooms while I went out there to California. And I was out there for 3 days. And I had no place to sleep. Right. I ended up on my 3rd day because I went to Riverside first. I went to Riverside first. I did a little spot where a whole bunch of Mexicans. And if you ever try to make Mexicans laugh with tattoos on their face, there's a whole other try to make niggas laugh. Like they
That's
really out.
all we know out here, shit, sir. We got a gangland, so that's normal to me. I can't
That
wait
was
to
new
catch.
for me. That was new. I was, oh
That
shit.
was new for him.
Yeah, this is brand
But
new.
see,
But
there you go, brother. There you go, brother. I don't want to break your spirit or break your time. I just told you, Jones. You thinking this is Mexican? That's a human first, sir.
it
There's
is.
a giggle bone in his body, or he wouldn't be in this room with you.
There you
It
go.
is. And that's what I had to learn on the
You got to
3rd
learn
day.
how to tickle the baby, homie. That's all that is.
Tickle the back of the cat. But
Now,
what
when
I
you see a
say,
baby and you can't make a baby laugh, you know the picture man that got to be all there to make the baby laugh and shit. Now he got the hardest job in the world, nigga.
yeah.
Damn.
The baby don't know him. The baby got 2 reactions. Ah!
And the giggle.
There you go.
You feel what I'm saying? And the
Yeah.
giggle.
And
But this is it made or broke me because I shout out to Fudge, my cripple homie Fudge. He put me out there and he had said,
Fudge
man,
from
I
where?
got
Fudge
another
down?
show. 50 Shades of Fudge, but about 7 foot tall, tallest crip in America.
What's his
Tallest
real
shit.
name?
Marcus Fudgens.
yeah.
Fudge. I know Fudge.
Yeah, that's my chick. So we
I
over
think
here. He
Fudge
like,
out of
yo, man,
Watts,
I
don't
gotta.
he? And he out of Watts?
Yeah,
Yeah, I know Fudge. I went to high school with that nigga.
yeah. So if you and Fudge the same age, the goddamn it, Fudge black don't crack. I don't know what the
No,
fuck going on.
Fudge 43, black as a motherfucker. He used to do this
No, we
when we
talking
was
about
little.
somebody totally different.
I don't know. You know what? Fudge might be 50. I don't know. That
You
nigga
Nah,
tall.
Fudge like 43, homie.
nah,
Fudge
not this
43.
fudge.
No, that ain't Fudge. That ain't
Nah,
Fudge.
this ain't fudge.
But he might be kin of. But the nigga told me, yo, I got another show for you. But it's gonna be like another 2 days. You gotta wait for it. And I ain't had no place to stay out there. So I'm like, nigga, all right, fuck it. I'll just be out here. Nigga, you know, I was out on Manchester, Slauson in Manchester, in front of a 7-Eleven selling medical weed. Nigga, at 4 o'clock in the morning, calling this nigga up the next 3 hours. Hey, nigga, what the fuck up? Hey, do you got this show or not? Nigga called me back and said, hey, man, that show fell through, bro. But if you wait 2 more days, I'm like, oh, this is how niggas get stuck out here.
Right.
This is how niggas get stuck out here for real. Because it's so much happening and it's so fast. But nigga, if you ain't got the bread to keep up, nigga, your ass will end up out there. Can you tell me about some of the stories of niggas still being out there and
It
finding a
sounds
way?
like you still living on your dick. You ain't met a bitch yet in 4 days since you've been out here.
Oh,
Something's
no,
really wrong.
nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I
There's
ain't want to put
nowhere in the
that part of the
world, nigga.
story
I
in.
will be nowhere in the world, and they ain't got a Walmart, nigga, for you to meet Miss Rife, nigga.
I was out there. It was me and the pickle. It was just out there.
You know what, bro? That's crazy. You was living on the game. I'll give you that. I think I was stuck somewhere before just because a promoter did some silly shit like that. But I never understood the homeless part about this shit because, bro, if you get up and do your job so goddamn good, do you know it's somebody in that audience gonna be like, I gotta count your ass, come on over here tonight.
That's
You
exactly
understand
right.
what I'm saying? This game is magical, bro. I have literally done comedy shows in towns, bro, and they be like, "So how long you gonna be here?" I be like, "Oh, I leave tomorrow." Well, we're gonna have a crab boil at the house. You might want to come on by. I'm like, "Yeah, I might miss that plane, dog. Come on through."
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like you'll never know what people do for you in this business if they like you, bro.
Right.
Just be likable, and like I tell y'all, man, watch the light, be likable. Don't never put yourself in a position where you compromising who you are for what you are got to do, bro. Like, if you got to be homeless and shit like that, you got to reach out and network a little bit more. You should have called somebody like, "Hey, little G, where you at, man? Can I catch a couch? Hey, where this person at?" And there's hospices now, and there's all type of shit that you can go to. There's no excuse for a nigga to be in a mission for 2 or 3 days telling jokes, nigga. That is uncomfortable.
Hmm. I would tell you the first 2 days I was straight. That last day and a half, goddamn it, I was selling weed on
The
Manchester,
only
goddamn.
place you can be homeless to me it's Las Vegas because everybody homeless out there. They just renting a room for 1 or 2 nights. They still outside. You understand what
Circus,
I'm saying?
circus.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But that's the only place you can say I'm gonna be homeless for 24 hours and have the time of my life and do a show tomorrow. I'm okay. I'm getting on the plane. You feel
fucking
what I'm saying?
hilarious.
That's
Because it's
true.
too much activity for you just to say you're gonna be homeless. But I don't know, man. I never came up with that hobo comedy shit. I ain't never really.
Look, man, I was out there. I was out there, but the money that I did get, I got a hotel and my ticket back on the last motherfucking night. So
Well,
everything that I did,
exposure. You gotta have a great. It's like me going to New York without Puff Daddy. I can't go. I can't go with you.
you can't go without Puff.
I gotta go with Puff Daddy or somebody. I can't go with you. I gotta go with niggas that really run New York. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Right. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
But
I'm
yeah,
just saying I'm silly like that. That's just me. I'm stupid
I
as hell.
jumped out. I jumped out there, no parachute, G. I jumped out that motherfucking thing.
And you
And
still
Hey
alive.
man, but you don't want to. But you don't want to put yourself in positions like that because I don't give a fuck what the gig gonna pay me. If I ain't got enough money in my pocket, double of that to go do the gig, you know what I'm saying? What if this nigga have a heart attack in the middle of paying me? I
That'd be
need,
fucked up.
I need to tell. I don't give a damn. I got to think of the worst. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That would be fucked
What if
up.
this nigga credit card denied and I can't get my plane ticket or this? Anything can happen, bro. So you always want to kind of have your credit cards. You might want to have yourself together a little bit more established than just leap of faith because the world don't work on leap of faith no more.
Mm-hmm.
You really don't.
Motherfuckers probably seen that you ain't had nowhere to go the whole week, and your pride, you didn't tell them that you really need to catch a couch.
Oh yeah, I definitely didn't do that. But I ain't gonna lie to you. I was staying. I can't tell. I can't tell you exactly where I was staying because it was a certain studio owned by a particular band of Bloods that I cannot name at this point in time. But I appreciate those brothers. I appreciate those brothers and real cool people. Real cool people, man.
See what
Real
I'm
cool
saying?
people.
You have to make a way out of no way.
Had to.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's like maybe God was just testing your faith to see if do you really want to do this, nigga.
And he got tested.
Look,
I
is this
definitely.
what you really want to do, nigga?
Right. Got tested like a mug.
And
That's
this is
Damn.
why
where I
I kind of
seen.
enjoy the bus rides. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy the plane layovers. I
Yeah.
enjoy the nose. I enjoy the not yet. That's just not quite ready yet, G. You have to enjoy all the bad shit to enjoy the good that's gonna come.
Right.
That's a fact.
You
That's
know what I'm
true.
saying? Like, I come from an era in this shit where ain't nobody can say that they had 6, 7 TV shows in 1 year.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like now, niggas don't really know what TV shows is. All they kind of like, oh, I'm gonna stream that show tonight.
Mm.
They can just binge it.
That's why I'm glad that 50 Cent's in the position that he's in, where he's bringing back shows that people can actually get breakthrough starring roles,
Yeah.
showing back the real side to this is acting. You know, I
Giving
was
people a
raised with
chance.
guys like Ricky Harris and Alex
Man.
Thomas and Daryl Heaves and Chris Spencer's. You know, these are the giants from LA that I really adore and appreciate. The guys that put in the long suffering with this business. You just have to keep studying. You know, listen to a lot of the shit Dick Gregory say. If you guys ever get a chance to read a couple good comic books, you know how to be a comic. Well, you know, if you get a chance, just kind of just do much as research as you can with your business. Understand your craft and know your craft. And that's some of my good advice that I can ever give anyone. Just learn the business.
Yeah.
Because just having a show don't mean that you're gonna know show business.
That's a
That's
fact.
all I'm saying. I wouldn't tell you guys nothing that I wouldn't tell myself. And I'm still learning. It's a learning process every day.
It
You
is.
know, you'll never stop learning in this business. You got motherfuckers that's 80, 90 years old still telling jokes and they learn every day.
Yes,
How do you
sir.
work that social media thing? You feel what I mean? So everybody learn, you know?
Could the
That's
people
right.
see me?
That's true.
Yeah.
People
Can
still
you
learning.
imagine sitting in a cassette tape?
Not today, no.
But I'm saying, can you imagine what these guys have bricklayed for us? They used to drive. They didn't have comedy clubs that'll pick up the phone for them. They would have to drive three
Yeah.
days and 2 nights
Yeah.
and hope.
That
Now
somebody.
sleeping in the car, everybody done done that. But I'm talking about these guys was, road kings like Chuck Berry and them type shits.
Yes.
They ain't know if they was gonna get the gas money to go back.
They didn't even
They,
care about going back. They was going forward, sir.
Going
they,
forward.
mm,
There's no back to this.
Man.
right.
Once you grab that mic and went forward, that's supposed to be your destiny, sir. All that old back shit.
Right.
That's a fact.
Man, we stand on the backs of on the shoulders of a lot of people that
And
ain't.
and what your forefathers and your ancestors in this business, ain't none of them lost. So how the fuck you gonna lose?
That part.
That deep.
Keep the recipe. Don't change it. Don't change the motherfucking wheel. The shit's still rolling. Why you going? You can put some new spokes on it. You know what I mean? You can put the spinning wheels on it.
Mm-hmm.
But don't change the spokes and don't change the wheel. It's going forward. It can go back if you need to go back and regroup and reset, but never forgot where I may have fucked up or where I felt that I didn't do my best. I just stop right there and go back
Mm,
and restart. That's all.
yeah.
That's a
And
fact.
regroup. Just regroup and go forward.
That's it. The main thing is to go forward, whatever this is. This is a good business. I wouldn't have never chose anything else. This was meant for me.
That's true.
Mm.
If you just got to be on time every time at the same time, and that's your job to make people laugh in that order, it's for you.
Fact.
That's why timing is
That's
everything in this
true.
business. People don't understand that.
So
What?
if you could work
Shaquana.
with
So,
what? So if you could
oh,
work
go
with
ahead. Go ahead.
anybody that you have not worked with, who would you work with? If you anybody that you have not already.
Shit, man. To be honest, what comics wise,
Yes, comics.
I've worked with everybody. I don't see nobody on the sheet that I ain't worked with. Shit,
Mm.
like from Cheryl Underwood to David Chappelle to Russell Peters to Mike Epps. I don't know, like little DC Fly. I don't know. I didn't work with everybody.
Damn.
Mm.
There's no comic probably on this universe I ain't never worked with. From my boy Double D's to Miss Pat to, there's no one I haven't probably worked with. That's
You just
crazy.
said Paul Mooney was his best the other day. Had to follow up a
I
lot of
mean,
Paul.
shit, working with Paul Mooney, I've opened up for him several times. Like, there's no one I've never. If there's somebody that I probably would love to work with, and this probably has nothing to do with nothing we got to talk about, but it'd probably be somebody like Barbara Streisand or some shit. It'd be somebody like at that caliber of person that I've never
Why?
really worked with. Like, I've worked with everybody. I've been in the business 20 years, so I've seen them come and go.
Yeah.
Why?
Like working with Sierra, working with like the Fat Cats. Those are the first guys that visionary casting. Just working with man, it's nothing that I. You got to think. I'm from Hollywood. I'm really from L.A., Los Angeles. So you
Mm,
come through
so
here, you got to see us. We the niggas on the street corner.
Yeah.
It's true.
So you done work with beyond the comedy game. You've worked with the Quicks. You've worked with the Snoops.
All that
Like,
shit. That's to me. That's like another day at the office, bro. This is
you
what
know.
this business is about. It's so expanding. There's nobody that you can't work with because you working, bro. You're a comedian. You don't have your range is so long. You can act. You can do sketches. Ricky Harris taught me so much where it made me like if I just was gonna be a comedian, bro, I'd probably be stuck in a position where I'm just a comedian. I'm more than a comedian, bro. I'm a conqueror, dog. There
Yes.
ain't nothing that you can't put in my face and give me 10 to 15 minutes to go over it and it's over with. This is what I'm built for. A character. I don't care if it's a Budweiser commercial. I gotta have it. Whatever it is. See, it's hustle out here, homie. If you look at Snoop Dogg, he one of the biggest. You can't even fathom what Snoop Dogg is the iconity where he at, bro. Just because of the simple fact he started as a rapper.
Right.
Look what
He's
Tupac
still
was. Come on, man. We changed the game. We black, man. Not to say it like that, but shit. We are hip hop comics. We are. We are. They study us to learn us.
it's true.
That's a fact.
We the only motherfucking group of people in this world that ain't never had nothing that we made it all. Look at hip hop. 50 years of it.
5-0.
50.
I know a
Yeah.
man the other day said something in the interview. He said, I wish I would have invested in hip hop back then when they told me it was just a fad.
He been
Do
filthy
you think
rich.
they laughed at Russell Simmons when he said Def Jam is gonna be the hottest shit in the world? Urban comedians,
Sure
black,
did.
They
gifted,
laughed at him.
talented,
They laughed at him. But now look at it.
but they laughed all the way to the bank.
There they go.
Hilarious.
To this day, we still talking about what you're going to do in the next 4 to 5 months because the doors are already open for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So don't give up on the dream because it's already here for us. It's not even a dream anymore; it's reality.
Yep. It's true.
I
Good.
asked every person on the West Coast, and definitely all the Snoop Dogg lovers of the West Coast, do you think the detox will ever drop? Do you think it'll ever happen?
You know what, dude? Dr. Dre is so. That's another person that you can never imagine how genius he is. I'm not even worried about the detox because niggas ain't detoxing. I'm gonna tell you what you gotta worry about and watch for. I'm gonna tell you what you better worry and watch for. You better worry about this motherfucker stupid Dr. Dre new album. That's what you better worry about.
Hey, that's
That's
what
what
I
you
heard.
better. That's what you better get ready
I've been
for.
hearing little
I
things.
don't want to hear nobody else music. They just performed the Hollywood Bowl. They was finna do it. And, that's orchestra. So it's another level. Them boys is boy,
I've
they
been
they
hearing
them
things.
boys is different, man. They're different. They different. You just seen a little taste of that work we gave y'all for the Super Bowl. We gave
Yeah,
y'all a little work for the Super Bowl. Come on,
yeah.
man. We got work over here on the West, man, and we got plenty of
Yee,
it to do. So we ain't through.
yee.
We gonna make
That
sure
is
y'all stay
good.
down with us, man. We know
Yeah.
some of y'all are our biggest fans, man. Y'all can convert and tell the truth. You love the West. You can say it. It's not a problem. We love the East too. Y'all ain't got no love for Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. Y'all ain't got no love for Lil G, huh?
All I know is
Oh my God.
I've been hearing little birdies telling me the things have been cooking up on that side, and I ain't know if they call it detox or not. But
Right.
this is gonna be big. This is gonna be huge for the West Coast. I
Hey
can't wait to
man,
see it.
I heard it was at first. The first album was called Doggy Style. I think this one is called the normal way you do it, the regular
Missionary.
Missionary.
missionary. Shit. This nigga dog is a fool. This nigga Dr. Dre's
Nigga.
dog is a fool.
Man, look.
So
Yeah,
they
I
sick
can't
with
wait
it.
to see it. I cannot
I'm
wait to
for
see it.
sure. I'm willing. I'm probably willing to bet my last good pair of draws on them. Them boys ain't gonna let me down.
He said, let's go past
But
laws.
hey,
My
I put
good
the bet
ones.
with him.
He
I
said,
put the bet
good.
with him.
I'm a
Shaquana.
real nigga. I got a gang of white draws. They ain't never been wore. They brand new. I don't even wear white draws. Them kind of goals I want in my life to wear white draws. I got goals like that. That's the kind of success I want to live. Just wear white draws for one day.
Just white draws for one day.
That's it. I want to be able to wear a pair of white draws.
You know what? I'm done. I am done, my G. So I gotta ask you this because my people who I originated West Coast with is Johnny Mac, Speedies,
Man,
the
come on. Them is my G's, man. Johnny Mac, Oakland,
you
Speedy.
feel what I'm saying? The OGs.
Speedy is still kicking ass, still radio showing, still doing his
Yes.
best. Speedy was another guy that used to put me up early on in my career. Speedy used to be there for me. Jamie Foxx, he real hella west, but he's from the
Yeah.
South. He got here and did his shit, man. A lot of guys, man, on the West, man, you got to come put your shit down to get respected out here.
Yeah.
You got to really put that shit down. So it's like, it's filled with New York. You got to come there and come with your shit. Like, I don't have nothing against nobody. I just want to see everybody grow. I want to see everybody prosper, But if you can make it here, man, you can make it anywhere, they say. So,
Yeah. So when I say the guys like Speedies, the Melanie Camachos,
Ooh,
the Lewis Dicks, you know what I'm saying? How is it being of that class? You feel what I'm saying?
see,
Because
I'm
this
not of that class. I'm the children of that class.
the children
Like,
of that
I'm the
class.
baby of, like, you got to think, like, we're the children of the Cat Williams and the Mike Epps' and the transition of comedy where like we were like right in that era.
Mm.
right.
Like Spanky, I could probably tell you the youngest people in my generation probably what does I know? Karma came out of my heat. Karma,
Mm.
Barry Brewer.
Yeah.
Um, these are just the last of stand up. Now everybody else are social media stars.
Mm. Ron
Spanky.
G's.
Ron G came a little after us, but he was
Okay.
right at that same speed. I'll give Ron G that. Yes, I will. Yes, I'm not straight up. Shout out to Ron G.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Ron G. Um,
What about Ballhead?
Michi. I can give Michi from Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Little Real, maybe a little Wildcat. Uh, Horse, JJ. That era, that coming to the stage, that era of, you know what I mean? That
Yeah.
Brandon T. Jackson's. I have it's a lot of people that's not even around anymore. That was very Small Fry used to be one of the big hitters. Like you got to think like it's a lot of hitters. We can go on for hours, man. Guys out of Detroit that really looked out for me and showed me a lot of shit. Bobo Lambs,
Mm.
Mike, what's his name?
Michael Broner.
Mike Broner,
Yeah.
Michael Broner. You had a lot of people, dude. I can go on for days. Like, it'll take years for me to sit here and name every motherfucker, like from Dominique's to. It
Yeah.
was just another level, like Earthquakes and Michael Blacksons and like
Mm.
King Kidars, and it was just so many people from them eras
Rest
that
in
you
peace,
could learn
Ron
from.
G.
You know what I'm saying? Raj G, Miss
Ex-
Raj G.
Yeah.
Ooh,
It was so many people, dude, that I can go on for hours. But the most time I think I spent was a lot of time with Cat and Mike and Ricky Harris. I think Ricky Harris is the one that really put the battery pack in my back.
Man.
Like he's the one that I can say I have a shrine of him in my home. And like a lot of people look at like a shrine, it's just I don't know. He was the one that what I'm saying? He was just him. You know what I'm saying?
that,
And he was a lot to
that
me.
one for
Like,
you.
you know what I'm saying? That nigga taught a nigga how
Man.
to fight. Nigga taught a nigga how to play football. Everything. Like, he mean a
For
lot
real.
to me, bro. So a lot of people gotta like who they like, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I just
Yeah.
know that I would always forever be in debt with that man. And I would never let us not know who he is. Rick Slick. You know what I'm
Rick.
saying?
If
Hey,
y'all do not know, his name is Tadal. You
Come
feel
on
what
with
I'm saying?
it. You know who he is.
His
There ain't
name
no
is
joke
Tadal.
about it. Now,
You
when you
dig what
say
I'm saying?
West Coast, that's the king of the West right there.
Straight
hey,
king of the shit, man. If it would not be no G Funk if it wasn't for Rick.
Man, let me
And
tell
you
you
do know
something,
that.
man. The nigga was
hey,
the interlude, the albums. The nigga was the work of five men, bro.
You do know that.
He was the work of five men, dog.
Yeah.
And that was a comedian, bro. That wasn't no motherfucking, okay? He was a comedian.
that's,
Comedy had
Nigga,
a
I'm
big
and a
part
crip.
in G
You hear
Funk.
me?
Well, yeah, but you know, in the
That nigga
depths of the
was a
sea.
real crip, man. Look, I never forget my first day on TV One. I'm gonna let y'all go, man. On my first day on TV One, I never forget. TV One had just came out. I was the first comedian on TV One. The lady goes over and tonight, like all of motherfuckers is there, bro. Everybody that wanted to be somebody was there. And so I'm over there talking to him, and it's like, yo, congratulations. How does it feel to be the first comedian on TV One? Da 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 da. And so Ricky walked in and said, Cuz, get over here, nigga. I kind of like tried to ignore the nigga the first time. Right?
At the TV One office, just cause.
Nigga, this nigga said, Cuz, get over here, nigga. That's what I'm talking about, nigga. That's how you do that shit, nigga. I'm like, oh my God.
On the set.
Like, nigga, I thought I had made it.
Oh shit.
I knew right then and there. I was like, damn.
I made it.
I thought I was accepted.
I was almost there.
I was almost there. If I just would have ignored that nigga for 3 more cousins.
Oh gee. Oh gee. All right, Shaquana, take it where we gotta go. Where the libations?
Okay, libations. Now, Lil G, I need for you to tell us.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I can hear you.
I need for you to tell us the highest you have ever been and what happened.
Oh shit. What you mean highest? Like I don't do drugs like that, nigga. I'm
highest
like,
drunk is the best chronic kid is smoke.
Oh no. I bullshit you not. I know y'all gonna think I'm bullshitting you, but I'll never forget the day. It was like maybe 2000 and something. We was shooting a movie called Boston Up, right?
Oh my God. Classic.
And this is the first time I had ever met. The first time I ever met the champ. When we say champ, we say the dog. You know, this is the first time I ever met Snoop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to think, this is the $1 million crib. You know, I'm just a little scrummy little nigga from the city, all-star zone. Still got about like a little $5 Mexican bag of weed in my pocket. Nigga. The nigga say, I'll never forget his security guard that was right there. OG nigga named Papa. He say, hey, it's another nigga named Lil G out here. Snoop like, yeah, let him in. I was just watching him last night on the movie. I like that little nigga. Let him in. So when he let me in the trailer. And had the oldies playing. It was too fly up in this motherfucker. Oldies playing on homegirl, Queen B braiding his hair and shit.
Yeah.
Oldies is going on. The homies is over there. They rolling up and shit. And dog asked me, said, hey, Lil G, you smoke, Lil Cuz? I said, yeah. I pulled out this little scrummy bag of weed I had. It was some bullshit, right?
Sound like me.
My homie the homie half dead, snatched the weed out my hand and said, Snoop, look at this. You ain't seen this shit in 20 years. Nigga, them niggas was smoking some of the best weed I had ever. I hit that motherfucker and started talking, nigga, and I sat down on the couch, nigga, lost his nigga mind popped in that motherfucker. You hear me?
All right, so
hey,
you talking
this nigga,
about
look, and they don't smoke, it's no lie, they don't smoke just one blunt, nigga. It's 9 of them bitches going around like this. Nigga.
Wow.
When Cat Williams told you to relay, nigga, it's going down around the champ, nigga. Him and Wiz probably the first two that got me the highest. Him and Wiz Khalifa. I went to twice. That was the first time I had been the highest in my life. I couldn't feel my feet and shit that day. My mind popped. And him and Wiz had a party or something, released something, Juicy J and them. Oh, nigga, I was too high. I quit. Nigga, when you ever see a nigga have to go outside, nigga have to get his breath back. Like, the room is smoky, nigga. Fire alarms going off and shit, nigga. Nobody out smokes the dog. I don't give a fuck what you say.
That is a fact. That is a fact.
And the drunkest I ever been in my life, you ready to laugh?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Is with this nigga Busy Bone.
Oh, no. The champ. The other champ. He is the champ.
Only nigga I do want to have a drink with, now that I'm a fan, is Noriega. That nigga probably can out drink me.
Noriega, man, look, bro. That nigga is a drinker. Drinker.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, them the two, like, maybe that's probably somebody I would want to work with just to have a
Well,
drink with Noriega. Me and that nigga Noriega having us a bottle. That'd be
I
nice.
say Noriega and Corrupt.
No, me and Corrupt done had some good nights, had good drinking nights. Nah,
Yeah.
Corrupt it's normal for Corrupt. It's not really like that's not really, that's different. That's a different type of drink. No, I'm
Like
talking
he could
about.
just he could drink your ass under the table just nonchalantly. Just he don't even.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's an all day thing with him. It's not going to be just no. You can't fuck with Corrupt. No. That's
You
like
gonna
you
have
saying you can out rap the nigga. No, you can't.
It's
No,
not gonna happen. It's
it's not
not
gonna
gonna
happen.
happen.
No, you're
So
gonna
what
have to
happened with
already
Busy?
have a kidney donor, nigga, with you when you come, nigga. You're gonna have to have your kidney on ice, nigga. You're gonna have to have 2 livers, nigga, in the bag with some ice, nigga, to go fuck with us. This is the
That
West
is a
Coast, man.
fact.
This is the West
thank,
Coast. This is the
thank
That
West
is a
God.
Coast.
fact. So
It ain't like
what
that
happened?
moonshine shit y'all be down there drinking. You can have 3 cups of that shit and dead. It ain't, no, nigga. We really drink fine wines of all kinds down here.
Shout out to Earl Stevens Wines. He did what I'm saying. But what happened with Busy Bo? What happened with Busy?
Nah, nigga, me and this nigga was, at the time, niggas was fucking with Cat, and we was standing on the road. We was standing Cat one of his matches and shit. And every morning, man, this nigga would look at me at 6 o'clock in the morning when the store opened and be like, Lil G, let's make our rounds. Nigga. This nigga had me from 6 in the morning, nigga, to like, and we started off cool, nigga. We wasn't even drinking like that. We just had some ice cubes and just chilling, playing some pool and shit. Like 4 bottles of privilege, nigga. This nigga,
Oh,
I threw up from drunk to sober. I'm tired. I'm hungry, nigga. He can drink all day too. Like them niggas, that era of niggas is just different, bro. They just, you gotta think, them niggas did St. Ives commercials and shit. Them niggas did
bro, I'm
like them
at
niggas
the
was
corner
A-ball
store.
zippers and shit. Like they come from getting drunk and shit era.
Yeah,
Like
all day.
Snoop
I'm at the
raised
corner
us as
store. You
weed
know what I'm
babies and
looking
shit.
for. St. Ives.
Yeah,
I
I'm just
tipped.
saying, like, I've had some of the greatest times, man, but now that you get older, man, that shit is like, fuck all that, man. Fuck all that. I can't sit up there with them niggas and smoke 60 blunts no more. I gotta live. I can't smoke 60 blunts, my nigga. I can't.
I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. A lot of the times, some of them can't do it. A lot of times, I ain't gonna name out who, but a lot of them shits is camera tricks, people. A lot of them shits is
Nah,
camera
fuck that.
tricks.
No, I got a story for your ass. My nigga, we working on the blue carpet treatment. We go to Atlanta and shit. We working and shit out there with JD, my nigga. My nigga
Yeah.
dog probably got about a quarter pound or something on him. The nigga was having hella weed. So it's just me and him in the room, dog. He working on the album and shit. And every time this nigga let some weed go, I just scrape up all the roaches and shit. Like about 2. Every time he like break down his weed, he leave at least an 8, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Or damn near 20 sack or 2.
As he should.
So I'm raking up all the weed, as you can see. Now this nigga ain't got no more weed, and he comes to get my weed now, right? Because I got
Yeah.
just a little bitty big ass bag out of the big ass bag he had. So I go down there to take any weed, and I look at him like, man, Snoop, you got a problem, man. You know what I'm saying? You smoke that much weed, man. Like, man, you got a problem, man. Who smoke all that weed like that, man? That nigga said, nigga, you too. Nigga, just be me and you, right?
Nigga, you too.
Nigga, how you gonna call the kettle black, nigga? You know what I mean?
And both y'all smoking.
Oh shit.
No.
And the nights hanging out with Bishop Don Juan, old ass drinking that holy water, have a nigga drunk too.
Church.
That
So
champagne to have you fucked up, man.
that's a whole other vibe because Bishop snort his blunts. Am I correct? Bishop snort. He snorts his weed.
Yeah, his throat ain't no good. He ain't gonna fuck with you. He gonna put it on. After he know what he doing. He just hit that and everybody said, go ahead, Church, you can have that blunt.
Oh.
Nostril booger. The nostril booger blunt get passed around? Are you serious? Did somebody pass around the nostril booger blunt?
Man, that motherfucker been hit a few times on accident. A nigga didn't watch good, and that motherfucker coming around the mountain.
Oh my God.
That's why he tell you green for the money and the booger on the honey. Hey man,
Oh,
I
Oh
just gotta
shit.
get to the west. Girl, you know when you get down here, I got you. I'm gonna look out for you. I got a nice little room for you in the back of my barn.
Love. Nothing
I
but love. Nothing
appreciate
but
it.
love.
And nigga,
Oh
you
my,
like being homeless, so you can stay out there.
you
You know
know
what?
what?
I ain't
You
gonna
just
say what
call
I
every
like.
hour on
I
the
ain't gonna
hour and let
say.
us know where you at.
I'm
We
just ready
ain't
for
finna
the
stay
apocalypse.
homeless.
All we gonna do is get that nigga all day Metro pass and let him go.
Hey, I got my EBT already. I'm good.
That nigga said he got his EBT. Y'all don't even got EBT in the South.
Yes, we
Yeah, they do.
do.
What y'all
Food
got?
stamps. That's food stamps, man.
But what
Yeah.
y'all call it? What's the real name?
EBT.
No, because they have Golden State Advantage here.
We call
Golden
it
State Advantage.
Yeah, that's what the EBT is here. Golden State Advantage. That's for the
we
upper
call it
class. That's for the
That's
we
the
upper
upper
call
class is
it
echelon.
what they have. But no,
we
what is
call
so
it
it's just
EBT or food
EBT?
stamp.
So it
But
really
yeah,
is just
I ain't gonna
EBT?
be homeless. He is not gonna be homeless in California.
You
I
know,
tell you.
I go straight back to Manchester. I know how to get it.
That
You
nigga said
know,
he know how to get to man cheater.
you know.
Man, look, money ain't gonna be homeless. No, not this time around.
No,
Man,
not this time around.
Not
You
this
be
man,
time
all right.
around. You know.
man.
But
All right,
I
nigga, y'all
do,
better come on with these questions because I got some dinner cooking.
well,
All
look,
right.
I think we just wrapped up on that one. That was a beautiful motherfucking interview. We got a lot, and
Yeah,
we definitely got to have you come back on here for part 2.
exactly. We gonna have you come back.
Like I said, man, the one of the generals of the motherfucking West Coast. We can
There
go
you,
on for days. We can go on
there
for
you go.
days. But we do got more questions for the next run. But Shaquana, go ahead and let them know where we at and who we just
Well,
had.
well, thank you for coming, Lil G. We're gonna make sure that we have you back for part 2. This was a great interview. Thank you for agreeing to do the interview. Hope you had fun.
You know I'll do anything for you. Just don't ask me for no money.
Don't ask for nothing. Don't ask for nothing.
All right. Give me
Hey,
$20.
Jones, stay tough. Y'all stay tough. Y'all keep this good thing y'all got going on. Maybe that we can all exchange information on
All
this
right.
through y'all platform that'll help younger comics, older comics, and anybody like yourself. All right, God
Right.
bless you, y'all. Y'all stay cool now.
You
Hey,
too.
love, nothing but love. Blessings.
Shaquana, how I hang this shit up?
Just hang up.
Press the leave thing.
Yeah, you press the end button.
It's a
Look,
leave on there.
Yeah, press leave.
Yeah, it's a leave thing.
oh, leave, nigga. Bye.
All right, bye.
Well, y'all, that was Lil G.
You're
We'll probably see y'all next Sunday. We might take a break next Sunday. We don't know yet.
I ain't even
Okay.
gonna lie to you. I ain't even gonna lie. I'll be in Atlanta. I'll be in Atlanta next Sunday. So I'm trying to pull up on squad trying to pull up on me either or. God damn it.
Right.
But I tell you this, I'm gonna go and cut this goddamn air conditioner on because I'm sweating like 2 fat bitches in the phone booth.
Okay, don't know. But we'll see y'all next week, y'all. Bye, y'all.
So love y'all. Bye. Hey,
Love
June
y'all.
15th, Uptown Comedy Corner. Get your tickets now. God damn it.
There you go.
That part.